Get your tissues ready, guys, because The Fault in Our Stars comes out in 2 days. Hey guys, you get me again this week. Obviously, as I stated before, The Fault in Our Stars is coming out this weekend, and I don't know if I'm ready. I just recently finished rereading the book via audiobook, and it was a totally different experience, hearing the words and hearing the language that John Green so eloquently writes in his books. I just fell in love with it even more than I already had, and I'm excited to see the movie. I think it's going to be really good, and I think I'm going to cry my eyeballs out. I also could not resist the urge to make some crafts to commemorate the event. I didn't buy any merchandise. I kind of wanted to. I thought about it, but I don't know. There's something about creating something yourself shows even more love for the work. So I'm going to show you what I made. I made 3 different things that I'm going to show you today. First thing I made was this really cute iPhone case. I found this blue case for $1 at Deals, which is a local dollar store that I have here. The minute I saw this blue case, I was like, oh my gosh, Fault in Our Stars. That's first thing that came to my mind. So I made this. I also made this really cute tissue holder because I'm gonna need them. I was gonna originally make it to hold one of those portable packs, which this would still do, but then I realized I didn't have any of those, and so I just put some regular tissues in there, just folded them up. So I'll show you how to do that as well. And I also made these earrings. Can you see them? So 3 really easy crafts. I made them all in one sitting and one night. Didn't take very long at all, so I'm gonna show you how to do it. On to the tutorial. All I did on the iPhone case was use the Sharpie paint markers that you can find at any local craft store, and I just used those to draw on the clouds in both the white and the black. And pro tip, do not use too much of the paint. If you get it too thick, it takes forever to dry, and it's really easy to mess up, like almost like you would mess up fingernail polish, and it's really hard to correct. So if you want to get a nice smooth thing, just go really slow and do one good layer and then leave it alone, and make sure you let it sit for a while to dry. Even putting a blow dry on it did not really speed up the process very well, so really make sure you don't mess with those 2 clouds while they're drying, because they're really big. Once the clouds are dry though, you're able to, I took a white paint pen and I just went around and I wrote a few of my favorite quotes in the blank spaces left around the clouds and along the sides, and let that all dry. And then I just wrote in the okay and the okay. Once the clouds are completely dry, which mine were like not 100% dry, so mine actually smeared just a little bit and I had to kind of fix it. I don't know if you can see that in the video, but anyway, just make sure it's completely dry before you rewrite on there. And I actually had to switch to a regular Sharpie because my black paint marker ran out, and that worked okay, and that was fine. So, but that's pretty much all I did on the iPhone case. I just decorated it up and wrote some quotes on it, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. For the tissue pack, you're gonna need 3 pieces of felt, 1 in the light blue, 1 in white, and 1 in black. And then you're just gonna need some tissues, and whether you have the pre-filled portable tissue packs or just regular tissues in a big box is fine either way. I actually didn't have the portable one, so I just took individual tissues and folded them up and just stacked them up until I had the amount that I wanted. And then all I did was place them on my felt to kind of get an idea of how much felt I was gonna need in order to wrap them with the tissue. And you just want a little bit of overlap, maybe ½ inch to 1 inch or so of overlap. I then just cut it down to size, and mine ended up being about 8 inches by 6.5 inches. And then I just used hot glue to glue the edges together. Once you've got the edges together, I just cut off the excess so that there would be nice, and so they wouldn't have a whole lot hanging off the edge there. Then I just took my white piece of felt and drew freehand a cloud shape with a Sharpie, and then just cut that out, cutting inside the line so none of the blue would show once it was cut out. And then I just repeated that same process with the black felt and hot glued those babies on. As an optional part at the end, you don't have to do this, but for a little extra decoration, I went ahead and did some manual stitches with embroidery thread around the ends just to kind of give it a more finished look. I just really like the look of having the stitches on there, but that's absolutely optional. And I really like how that turned out. For the earrings, I actually made these out of foam, and I just found those foam sheets that you can find at any craft store. I got some in the white and in the black. And again, I just drew those same cloud shapes onto the felt, just freehanded them. I actually freehanded both. I didn't match them up, so both my earrings don't match quite exactly, but I didn't really care about that. But you could certainly make one and use the other as a template so that they would match. And then I just kind of arranged the two clouds together, hot glued them together, and then I wedged a earring finding loop down in between the two pieces of felt. If I did this again, I'd probably go ahead and insert that and then glue it all together, but I just wedged it in there and added a little glue to hold it in place, and that worked just fine. And then I just opened up the end and attached an earring wire hook, and that gives you your earring. Super easy. They're really light, and I just really like them. Okay, I hope you enjoyed these tutorials. I hope they inspired you to make something of your own. There's so many options. You could go make a t-shirt of your own, make different kinds of earrings with different shapes out of foam. It's really easy. It's all about just showing the love that you have for our work, and I think that's what's so fun about all this. So I'll see you guys hopefully this weekend. I will have another video for you if I can get it done and edit it together. But I just wanted to get something in, and I'm sure I'll probably have some kind of response somewhere on my social media, maybe here, maybe on my blog, as to my reaction to the movie after seeing it. I'm sure I'll be a mess. But, oh, and I actually just wrote a blog post kind of about how I feel about the book. So if you want to read that, you can go to my blog, SamanthaCamillos.com. The link is in the doobly-doo. I will see you this weekend, and make sure you bring your tissues to the movie. I'll see you next time. Bye.